everyone, welcome back to another video on the crypto channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Doing an update for you on Frog and Toad 6900, also known as FXT. This is significantly down right now, there's no doubt about it, but the market is really kind of down as a whole. And I want to explain a couple of things and kind of give my take on what I feel is happening right now with this chart. And I think it's very simple. I think it's kind of due to a lack of eyes on this project. And I think that there are other projects right now, usually projects that you see that are up right now are ones that have just launched that are really popular. We're seeing it with projects like Grippy, uh, also Midas, the Minotaur is another one, Bluey on base. These are all projects that have been pumping significantly. So all eyes have been on those projects and the popularity has been around those projects. So the problem is people have been selling out of projects like FXT to, either put into other projects or collect their profits off of this to put into other projects, the new next best launch or the new hot launch that happened, or getting ready for a future launch that's about to take place. So what is happening here is this is not a rug pull. This is not an indication of the value of this project. The volume is kind of getting drained dry from the project because people are selling off. That is basically what's happening here. It's not, some inside thing. It's not a rug pull. It's not something that they're doing on the back end of things. So, this is no indication of the value of FXT. If we look at this project, this had such a strong launch back in August, went all the way up to an all-time high of around 4012.43 at the top there, and then went into a short-term correction, and it's kind of been consolidating on that 6-0 line ever since. So the price is at 6061.68 and the market cap is all the way down to 42K. Making this this has created a really great entry point for people who maybe couldn't get in when it first launched, or missed out and then had FOMO when it really, really pumped. I mean, this thing pumped, okay? It went from a price of 6 zeros all the way up to 4 zeros, okay? So it literally knocked off 2 zeros at that launch, hitting its first all-time high. It's in a really, great entry point right now, down completely. And if you were to buy into this right now, this would be like buying the project right at launch or right before launch. So you're getting it almost at the launch price again. And it's just a really awesome entry point, and you can experience everything that investors experienced when it first launched by buying into it now at this price. So, this is not something shady that's going on. There's nothing going on on the back end of things. This is a team that is still there. They have not abandoned the project. They're putting their heads together, coming up with solutions as to how they could kind of get this chart back on track. And just the reality of the situation is, buyers are buying out of this, they're selling off, and they're taking those profits and putting them into other projects elsewhere. So yes, other projects right now, newer projects, are kind of draining the volume on this, but that's not to say it's not a project of value, and that is not to say this is not a project that is going to pump again and have another next leg up. I think it's just really important to get more eyes on this project and, help it in the popularity department, the volume department, right? Only 11 buys today and 3 sells. Buy volume is very low at $913. Sell volume is at $769. So if we get those numbers up here, this could really take off again. They have a CoinMarketCap page. They took the time, energy, and put the money aside to get a CoinMarketCap listing and page, which is really important in my opinion for any project. Once a project gets a CoinMarketCap page, that is the first clue and indication that this is on track. This is a project that is on the right path. Community sentiment on this is also low, which is an indication that, we need to get more eyes on the project. 323 votes on the community sentiment, but 97 of those 323 votes are bullish on the project and 3% are bearish. So this is kind of just about getting this project moving again, getting some eyes on it again. I'll be posting about this. It has 3 really strong narratives going for it. One being that childhood book of Frog and Toad. And as we all know, the Frog and Toad narratives are very popular this bull cycle. So it has that going for it, as well as that childhood storyline. It also has the 6900 realm attached to it because it is called FXT 6900. And we have seen an explosion in the last months of different 6900 projects with that theme. Many have, hit the meme space, and only a handful of them are valuable and prominent and will make it. And FXT is definitely one of those projects. So, great entry point. I think that is the point of this video today. And, let's send this up 50, 70x, 100x. I think this could very well hit that all-time high again, and I think it will as we get more exposure on this and, get more buyers into this. And I think we're looking at around probably a 50 to 70x on this with the potential to, maybe even do a 100x. But I think definitely a 50x on this, 50 to 70x. If we could, get the popularity back into this project. But the team is there. They're alive. They're well. They're building. They are trying to, come together here to figure out how they could get it, back on track. And that's only possible. They can only do so much, but that's only possible if we have people buying into it. So you can do your part. I promise you'll make a nice chunk of money on this if you buy in. Again, really great entry point. Do your part, buy a small bag, hold it, and I think you'll definitely experience some rewards for that in the short term and in the long-term future. So I will keep you posted on this as I always do. Just a few things before I end this video. Don't forget my Discord and one-on-one coaching links are in the description section on this video. Links to buy FXT are on the description section on this video. And of course, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.